What up, Banditos? We are live, and it's time to get into more of, what are we calling this thing? Guardians. And I'm thinking skill builds today.
Curb you in his dark, I'm searching for you in the park. Shady murdered him, another person. He just hit his mark, he met his quota for the month. They found the coda all rolled up inside a bag. He probably dragged the body for about a block. Here we
go. All right. So the Guardians event is still going. It's still going to Tuesday. That's good news, because it makes it a great time to grind the Division 2, get your XP, level up your character, get some exotics, named items, all that good stuff. And more importantly, resources on those mules, which hopefully you've started to. So we've been having fun. Actually, the event's been pretty good. We still have all the bugs in the world, but some weapons are experiencing sound, some aren't, so it's gonna hit or miss, whatever. But I'm thinking today, so I had really fun yesterday. Actually, with yesterday's build, we were doing the Dread Edict, or the day before yesterday, and that was a really good build. I had a ton of fun with it for this event. And so I'm thinking today maybe we do skill builds. What up, Javier? Yeah, it's really weird the way that, I don't get their notification systems. I gotta tell you, if your notifications are turned on, it helps. But yeah, YouTube does its own thing sometimes. Appreciate you mentioning it, though, and I'm glad you're here. Division 2 live. Let's see what we got going on here. So we got mailbox stuff. I don't know why I got stuff in my mailbox right now, but it's there. Okay, what kind of skill build do I want to run? I mean, we could do a burn one and go on challenging mode for a while. That doesn't really blend well with Guardians, though, does it? I don't know, because you're going to be shielded. So probably not. Maybe we'll just go standard capacitor kind of concept. It would be kind of fun to do like an Eagle Bear build too. I'm actually enjoying the Eagle Bear and a Bighorn. And these would line up with the event as long as you don't have the ammo thing on. But the Eagle Bear with the Eagle's Grasp are really good. But otherwise, we got the mechanical animal and the capacitor. So lately, I've been really enjoying actually the mechanical animal build over the capacitor, just because. The change they made to it. Yeah, let's try that. You know what? Let's try that Eagle's Grasp build, but with the mechanical animal, and see if we like that. This one, I think, is what it is. No, that's not it. I probably don't have it saved anymore. It's okay. It's easy to build. Yeah, let's try that. That could be fun. I might have mentioned it in that build video too. Oh, I also showcased for just a second the rock and roll was really fun with the striker build in this event, because you get major buffs. So let me see. I'm thinking. Something like that. Hold on, let me just put something to stare at here for a second, figure out which way I want to run it. Actually, a negotiator's build wouldn't be bad. Does that count? I think it does. Has anybody run negotiators with mechanical animal? In theory, it would count, right? If we get the triple kill. Let's actually check that real quick. That'd be a nice hot little build and something we haven't done yet. And it's nice because you get to run the negotiator's backpack. And you're getting more ammo, so all these things line up. Yeah, that's like the build, right? Strikers, Memento, St. Elmo's. It's like the build. It's a good one. I agree. Okay, let me just get this together real quick. I don't care about the chess piece right now. I just want to see if the 3 kills. Yeah, you don't want to join my game, Armando. I'm gonna be playing with 5 directives and solo heroic. Let's see here. So if we kill all 3 of these dudes, will we get 3 on our mark there? I don't think it did. Huh. Let me get my crits up because... And my mag up. That's kind of lame that it doesn't do that, right? Oh, and I got the wrong gloves. Not that it matters, but let's go put it together. I need to get my crits up so that get the numbers flying through. Okay, 57. That's good. So basically, we need to crit on 3. Okay, and then yeah, I'll just do it over here. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't, but technically you're critting on all 3, so it should. That's lame. Okay, never mind. We'll go back to striker. It almost feels like that's a bug because it takes a crit in order for that damage to transfer. So you're critting on those targets. What chest piece? Let's see. We got Palisades actually. I think that's the build I run on that. Where is it? Cool. Okay. So I usually run the Omega Suppressor, but I'm not going to do that because we now have 15% weapon handling down here and a little bit of a bigger mag. Oops. Go back. Which is nice. Pushes at the 57. And then we got 20% armor on kill there. So turret and drone. Got everything you need. You could add armor if you want to. Probably add a little bit. Which one of these pieces can take it? This one. Yeah, you do level up so fast. It's nice. It's a good group mode, yeah. I'm gonna put armor on that. Yeah, if it's a bug, it's probably been there for like 10 years too, right? Because the mechanical animal's been out for a while. Logically, you would think it'd make sense. It's a good map. So we got Zoo Gear over here. Grupo. Brazos. Always need more Brazos. The project is just a hyena one, which is kind of a shitty zone. We could do it. Actually, up here in Habsburg, that's a hyena, partly a hyena zone. Let's see what the project is. Hyena hunt. Hyenas, district union. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, let's track this. And then let's take off the ammo hoarder so I just don't have to worry about that. How do we do that? Change directives. Easy money, DUA, huh? Yeah. Feels weird when you play District Union without Legendary, right? Okay, so neutralize named hyenas, three hyena activities. Okay, let's go up. Let's start here. And go to this, actually. Because there'll be two bosses there. Plus, it's Habsburg. I don't mind. A little Habsburg drop here and there. McCollin. Yeah, ammo hoarders isn't always worth it. It is kind of annoying. 25%. Like last night I was talking because we were looking through the XP modifiers and First Ascendant. And it was something like, I can't remember, it was like $3 for 14 days of 30% XP boost. Something like that. I was like, fuck, that's such a good deal. You know, like such a good deal. I was like, oh, if we had something like that in Division 2, people would totally do it. Oh, I got the wrong fucking drone. I was like, why aren't you tagging? Never mind. You guys can deal with them while I fix my skills. Cool skills with turrets and drones are pretty easy to manage just because you can pop your skill early, get the cooldown rocking for you, and then from there it's pretty easy to keep them from aligning the cooldowns.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
But plus, with a build like this, it's actually a DPS build. Oh, I did forget my skill tiers, didn't I? Well, we better put those on. Okay. My bad. Forgot that. We gotta have 2. So I should have ran technician. I'll change that later though. We don't need the overcharge. Oh, I forgot. It's immune. The boss is way back there.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I need a scope. And the boss is hiding in the back again. Such bullshit.
Hostile broadcast picked up. Heavily armored hostile detected. Incoming hostiles detected.
Okay.
Someone watch me while I reload.
I'll cover you.
The mechanical animal feels really good, sped up. Because it's on the edge, you know, of being too fast or fast versus slow or mediocre, really, with its RPMs. So any bump it gets feels really good. That's why I like it with Umbra Initiative. It's raining.
Supply room access unlocked.
Oh yeah, oxidizer is a good idea. That's a great idea. Yeah. Oxidizer does have its uses from time to time, doesn't it?
I need to, you know, if I want.
Don't you wish you could change your specialization on the fly? That reminds me, what do you guys think it's going to be? You know how that we have this, they use a different term than what I'm probably going to use, but it's like character modification or character customization capability that we're supposed to get in a couple of seasons. What do you guys think that's going to be? Character expressions, that's what they're calling it. Let's do this one. Because we got to do some activities. Do we have to run by those dudes? No. Oh, right on top. There's some controversial items in there. Like the Ravenous. It sparks debate. Not always a healthy one. Oops.
Civilians in distress. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Damn it. Jump down. Fuck, it's just taking off. Yeah.
Vital signs critical.
Really? All because of that fucking explosion that I was not in. They give that explosion the benefit of the doubt. Well, I mean, without changing your whole build. Is the test still there? Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, the problem with legendary missions, you don't get much XP from them. They're kind of a waste of time when you have a global event. I still like to do them though. They're pretty fun with the global event modifiers. It gives it a change up. I mean, it was really fun doing Roosevelt Island. It made it go, this global event makes it go real fast.
Civilians in danger.
Yeah, but I might do one is if there's a good one with some loot. Because once this project is done, I don't know how many times I can do the East Mall today. Tip of Spear, D&H, Breaking Point. Don't really need that. China. The zoo kind of sucks, but let's see what it's got. Rigger. I mean, Tidal would be the best one to do. It's also one of the more fun ones. Okay, let me. Well, let's see. How many of those do we need to do? Okay, I think we can go. Well, unfortunately, I have to always go back to the base of operations of some sort because when I switch specializations, I have to double check to make sure my weapons are selected. Because I might have, like, snipers, even on Gunner. I use the MMRs with Gunner for the armor on kill and the ammo. And then if you're running the memento, you'll lose all your mementos. Either way. Unless you have another build that's got the right thing paired up with the memento. So, let's see. Today we need technician. Assault rifles, shotguns. And then we want this to be damage. There we go. So that gives us 2 skill tiers. Which is what you need for this bad boy. Which kind of makes me want to take off my armor core now. Because I feel like I don't need it. Kind of makes me want to run the memento too. But this is fine. Yeah, I'm going to take this off. Yeah, how do you feel about Eclipse with this event? I'm not sure. Okay, so we got to take down this mission on heroic so that it can be... Does it have to be heroic or maybe it can be legendary? No, we need a hyena boss. I mean, I guess I could do the hyena boss somewhere else. All right, hyenas. Show me what you got.
This is a chance to wipe out the hyena leadership in one decisive blow. Get in there and hunt them down. Every last one of them.
Sometimes your drone gets stuck in this door. Let's see if that happens. Yeah, it happened. I wish this gun was always this fast, man. God, his RPMs feel good on this. Mechanical Animal is a really good gun. It took me a long time to warm up to it.
Local power offline. Circuit breaker detected.
Hey, does anybody want to run Tidal Basin? I could turn off the directives. Yeah, I'm with you too, Renclaw. I pulled up an all-nighter on that game last night, and then this morning I woke up and put another 4 hours into it. Like, I'm a little hooked on it right now. So I unlocked Freyna, and then I just got some really good drops in the process, and it makes me excited for the builds. Like, I got Bunny. So I put that, I don't know if you've seen that mod you can put on Bunny where it changes her last skill to this area of effect, kind of like electric explosion. Like a mini nuclear bomb almost. It feels really cool. And then I upgraded that mod. It's like an exotic mod almost. And then I upgraded it. And I was explained upgrades differently when you do it to your Descendant mods. Some people said it takes up more slots. It actually is the opposite. It can, by upgrading it, it consumes less slots. At least this one did. And so I was like, wow. So I can, if I by upgrading this, I end up making my build more efficient, and I get cool new powers. Anyways, where's my drone? Look, I just got another crossroads key, which is weird. My drone is like stuck somewhere. Now I'm working on Sharon. Sharon is Karen, because I got to put Bunny down so I can, because I almost got her maxed out. I almost got her to level 40. I'm on like level 37 or something like that. And start ranking up the mastery more.
Set up in the mall. They're not getting through here. Don't die, motherfucker. Not a chance.
Yeah, the more you level up, yeah, the more your mastery unlocks, yeah. And so when you top out your character, you getting diminished returns on your mastery, basically. Which isn't eventually it's not really a deal, because if you look closely at it, like I think it's like somewhere around 15, you're basically done with all the big unlocks that mastery gives you anyways. So from there it's just, yeah, of course you want to top out your mastery, but there'll be smaller unlocks, I guess. That guy up there is really tagging me, huh? This little red guy? This is the champion?
Still there, sweetie? Hello?
Or was it that sniper, maybe?
Everybody get yourselves ready. This situation is serious.
Yeah, I mean, the grind looks like it's going to be about 4 hours per character, give or take. I'm sure it'll get more difficult the higher you climb, too, though. They start introducing some other things. Like on one of these, they want you to take on like a Colossus on hard mode instead of normal. And some things, there'll be a prerequisite on that. Like you have to have unlocked one descendant before you can get to another one. Do you guys wish, I wish that we were able to toggle these events on whenever we felt like it. That'd be cool.
What's going on down there? Diesel, are you
Like Starfield introduced something interesting with one of their patches. They have it so that like you can give your character more backpack capacity. By doing so, it like takes away like, you know, 3% XP or something like that. And then there's a bunch of little modifiers like that. So you can make the vendors purchase more or have more currency so that you can sell the vendors more. That's sort of, it works a little bit different in Division 2. But that's, I thought that was cool too. And if you do that, then you can make more money faster. But then you'll lose, you know, whatever. Another 2% XP, you know.
Air quality acceptable.
So then you can make the determination, well, what's more important for me here, quality of life or XP? Almost died there. That would have been a bad place to die. That's why I always clear these explosives. They fucking get me, man. You know what I mean? They're dangerous. I mean, you can use them against the enemies, but they're more of a hazard to you, you know? Man, my drone just really doesn't want to come into this.
Airborne toxins at unsafe levels. Filters failing.
We did it.
Taking out the hyena leadership leaves the faction disarray.
Xbox, and then yeah, I'm an Elite 2 controller.
Bastards rewarding. And I'll let Odessa know. The theater settlement will be able to rest a little easier now.
Okay, so we did that. Shall we do Tidal Basin? I'll take off directives in case it becomes a nuisance. I almost wonder what's more valuable. I mean, for legendary, technician is pretty damn good, because you get to hit those warhounds a little bit harder. And in Tidal Basin, they throw a lot of them. All right, team. Anybody can jump in if you want to.
Is now in your group.
All day.
Agent has joined your group.
All day in the house. V-Jack in the house. Dragon. Okay. Legendary. Okay. Cool. I'll just well, we got pips
Agent is
there.
now in your group.
You've got
Right
your
on.
objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
The zoo mission won't let you go to normal version of the stronghold. Like story mode, you mean? Won't let you go to the story mode? Yeah, because that's pretty early, right? You got to take out Cassie or Emmeline. I mean,
Immediate medical assistance needed.
oh, there's somebody behind us. Speaking of hiding, huh? There it is. That drone operator. She just did not want to die. Definitely makes legendary easier, doesn't it? There'll be a couple of tight spots, I'm sure. If somebody doesn't want to come out of cover.
Serious trauma detected. Agent down.
Oh, it says completed on New York missions.
Wonder what that unlocks. Keep an eye out.
Yeah, it's not a... That is a weird message to be getting. Oh, come on.
Incapacitated.
Jesus, whatever.
Agent vital signs 0.
The accuracy on those fuckers is
Agent needs
unreal.
assistance.
Yep.
Agent down.
Got you back there, huh?
Serious trauma detected.
Oh, fucking sniper! Got one hit, too. Thank you, sir. Oh, there's more. What up, Street King?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Die, dude. Get out of cover. Fuck. Oh, whatever, dog. It's only on this part of the map that happens. The random explosive that one-shots you. It's coming from a warhound. I don't even know why I look at the gear anymore. We're almost in the first of 4 months, right? We almost complete the first of 4 months. Yeah, 17 days ago is when that ended, and that started a week. So yeah, we're 24 days into the season. Doesn't it feel a lot longer? What up, Tosh? Feels like a lot longer. Just events. I'm just running the skill build because we were running everything else before. So I decided to whip out the mechanical animal.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Get rid of those fucking tanks. Guardians makes that a very nice task to do, you know? It's not so painful to get rid of those tanks. There's a medic out there. Gotta get to that immune guy. The Guardian. One bad apple. Oh, we're getting low on ammo.
Serious trauma detected.
More! Guardian buff is nice. Yeah, it is. The RPMs feels good. There's a little bonus armor on kill too. Whoa! Someone's launching grenades at me and it can't even see me. Hell of a shot.
Medical
Oops.
assistance needed. Agent out of action.
Thank you, sir. Nice and easy, boys. Good job. One more hard part and then the boss. Yeah, I got greedy. It's that one shot. It was one bullet too many. Well, sometimes you're just surprised on how accurate they are. I mean, to this day, right? I've been playing for 6 years. And to this day, I'm surprised. Like, damn, they're really fucking accurate. And I had a decoy in front of me, ahead of me, and I had a turret ahead of me. And, yeah. Didn't keep them honest. So also that's a little bit of the health thing, right? The health change that they made back in Project Resolve. You notice it, like, oh, you know, I think I would have been able to handle that, at least that one last bullet, you know. So yeah, I underestimated. That's the whole getting greedy part. Underestimated that health, lack of health. It's a shame. There were actually quite a few nerfs that I don't think many people realized were actually going to be nerfs coming out of Project Resolve, right? Everybody was focused so much on the weapon changes and all those things that were listed as PvP. I honestly believe they were strategically written in the way they were written so that it would be confusing a little bit, not so obvious that it was a nerf. No, not like conspiracy talk. I just think they meant to soften the blow, but what it did is it was enough to, it softened it so much we didn't realize it, you know, because the wording was weird. Remember the wording on some of that stuff? Talking about like diminished returns and stuff like that. Some of it said list. Some of it had a line in italics that said PvP only, and some of it didn't. And some of those things that didn't say PvP only ended up being PvE and PvP. And it was, a lot of us were assuming it was just going to be PvP. Like the diminished returns. Because they emphasized it for, the whole reason why they did it was for PvP. They didn't have to do it for PvE. Why would they have to do it for PvE? I mean, which one of the 30 million elites in solo heroic was complaining about their status effects? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm serious. I mean, they have 30 million HP, those solo heroics. Solo. I'm emphasizing the word solo. Anyways, it sort of ruined St. Elmo's. Not like, no lie. It sort of ruined it. It nerfed it in a really bad way, I think. And we all like the gun because it's got good mods and a nice mag. The status effects, we already had a problem with the status effects because, you know, of how bad it was when it comes to like waste and efficiency of that status. And now it just got worse. So it was something we were complaining about from the get-go, and then they made it worse. You know what I mean? And what I'm talking about is like, so you have 70 rounds of shock ammo. You got an enemy in front of you that's got 30 million in health. And he's only going to get shocked once, and you're going to you can't shock a guy that's already shocked. So you end up wasting the other 69 rounds of shock ammo on a guy that can't get shocked again. Now, sometimes he would get shocked at least a second time. And so, yeah, you still wasted all end up wasting 68 of your rounds. But at least you shocked him twice and you didn't take any damage. At least there's that, right? Now they made that worse. So, like, you shock him once and now you're not even getting the second shock on that one guy. It's rare. It's possible, but it's rare. Unless you're missing a lot and the timer for that diminished return kind of swings back around, you know? So it's just, and nobody's talking about it because we're so far beyond it just, or it's a shame, you know? But it really took the wind out of those cells, out of those St. Elmo cells. And we recommend it so much. And when a new player says, hey, what build should I use? We say, hey, St. Elmo's Striker. But really, we're overlooking that nerf when we say that, honestly. You know, I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be saying that. You know, it's an easy to use weapon and stuff like that. But maybe there's a better recommendation now on a Striker's build. What would it be? What's better than the St. Elmo's considering the diminished returns? I mean, Born Great, I like that. Yeah, and I totally wrecked Ortiz. You know, I'm not sure I've used Ortiz since that. But I imagine, right? Because, so you burn them once and then they're just going to walk right through the fucking fire? The EB? Yeah, but I don't normally, yeah, it's a good call. I don't normally recommend it though, because, you know, so many people that don't have it and never will. That's why I hate even making builds about it. But you got a good point. Well, I guess we could say the Bighorn now with the gloves. I genuinely like that gun now.
An agent needs assistance. Vital signs critical.
With that setup, which isn't that hard of a setup, you know? You get a bigger mag, you get weapon handling. It's a red core with crits. And you've got the basis of a good striker build. Ooh, that laser fucking got me right there. Here we are. We're in action, boys. We're in business. Keep up those RPMs and this can go fast. Fucking drone lady. Oh!
Agent down.
Fucking got the breadth of those stingers.
Agent down.
I better back up. Daddy don't want stingers no more. So much easier with this game mode, isn't it? Fuck you, dude.
Signs critical.
Oh my god.
An agent needs assistance.
Bouncing me around with the fucking things.
Agent incapacitated.
Yep, there's fucking more.
Agent down.
The drone lady is all the way in the fucking back there. It's that same drone lady I was shooting at like an hour ago. Yeah, we're gonna have to circle her out. Pipster sees her. Her drones are fucking following me too. Fucking pain in my ass.
Serious trauma.
Oh, god damn it.
Agent down. Agent deceased.
One drone lady.
Assistance.
One drone lady causing all this fucking havoc. Thank you, sir. Where's that fucking healing station?
Agent down.
There it is. Good job taking that fucker out. Because I was keeping him alive. There's one more though, huh? Good job. Oh, come on, you don't have a fucking...
Medical assistance needed.
What kind of angle is that bullshit? Like right when he spawned, it's 100% accuracy from the balcony. Yeah, don't mind the guardrails. Now they're in our fucking spot. Okay, I need ammo.
Agent down.
Uh-oh. I'm out of ammo, guys. I'm circling. Stay alive, Pips. Shit. Fucking A. He's so armored.
Need assistance.
There it is. Oh yeah, I forgot about the melees. Good job. I always forget about the fucking melees. Woo. It was easy until it wasn't, huh? Just that last wave. It was actually that one. So this drone operator came out here and we wailed on her and she runs all the way back there. Elite drone operators are actually probably the hardest to kill. They're, man, they're strong. And there's just something about them. And elusive, and they hide, and they got just like infinite waves, right? Of drones. I mean, really fast. They're probably the worst NPC in the game. I don't know. Who do you think's worse than an elite drone operator? Anyways, she went all the way back there. She hardly had any health. And she went all the way behind that thing, and she was hiding back there for a while, just sending drones like 2 miles. And then they put heals on her. It was crazy. Look at everybody's damage. Damn. Look at everybody's damage. How did you only do 45 million in damage, but 139 kills? How is that possible? Did you turn the clock back? Is that what happened there? I think so, right? The summit? Oh, it's a tall order. I'm really just using one. Just the mechanical animal. Yeah, the summit. Yeah. I don't even know if it's working right now. Is the summit working right now? I mean, with all the bugs? Yeah, there's the one thing about grenadiers, though, for some reason, and yeah, I don't know, it's my impression, is that their backpacks are a little easier to break. Maybe I'm imagining it, but the drone operator is a little harder to break her backpack. I don't know what content to run. I don't really feel like doing the summit. Any of the other legendaries you guys want to do? You pick. I'll heal up. I mean, we could try doing the zoo. The zoo's not as fun, though, is it? Even with the global event, sort of like, eh. The end bosses kind of suck, right? The big tanky dudes.
Hostile control point identified.
That's actually one of the better end boss fights, just because it's, I mean, it sucks, but at least they're NPCs. For Roosevelt Island, you get the drones, which aren't the worst. They've become pretty easy to destroy. But Capitol Building sucks because of those heals. Those heal boxes suck, right? What up, action? Yeah, and the zoo is long. And it sucks when you don't. Yeah. It's I just don't like the layout, I think, mostly. It's a painful layout. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, Tidal Basin's pretty fucking hard. I mean, I would say, every time I run it, I'm like, man, I feel sorry for new players, man. This is not easy. And they have to do this stuff, you know? I was like, fuck, you know, to get that exotic. The Tidal Basin really is hard, you know? The problem with the zoo is, like, everything's a big circle and clear line of sight on you, making it easy to get flanked. What do you think, Pips? What do you want to do? Right on, Swift. Where you at, man? Do you have your watch yet? Oh, I have one that I'm longing to make because it's just a lot of editing. And I got to write it up so that it's, you know, really easy to comprehend. It's basically the compass for everything you need to do, you know. And I'm a little hesitant at this stage with everything in the future. It's just like, it's, you know, is it going to change? Is it not going to change? I don't know, you know. Because you have all these guide videos now, right? There's all these guide videos, and some of them are helpful. Level 40, now what? But level 1000, now what, right? I mean, maybe I should do that video too, by the way. But it's pretty easy. Create all your extra characters, you know? Not that easy, but still deserve a video, probably. Actually, that's probably a good idea. Why don't I write that down? Level 1000, now what? It's pretty straightforward, but it's still needed. And at that stage, it'd be basically, hey, you need resources and you need goggle gear, and now it's time for expertise and your exotics and stuff. Everything leveled up, basically. But mules. We could just do open world shit too if you guys want. I'm cool with that. But I wanted, if we can do open world, I'd want to turn on directives so we can XP farm. You guys good with that? XP farming? Or star farming, really. Accommodate your builds. I can keep off ammo hoarders, so we have ammo. Just do that. So go ahead, take the time to adjust your build if you need to. But, you know, while we're here, might as well get some red stars, right? And then Brazos is a good gear set, so why don't we do the East Mall area? We're about to get this convoy hitting this control point, so let's do that. Pink fuchsia stars, I know. I call them red stars, I know. They're not really red, are they? I'm programmed now, though, bro. Keeves, it's an addicting game, man. Really is. Did we lose that convoy? We did. Fuck. I hate that. All right, we'll take this one on. It's got a right combination of things, you know. The good story was a good walk through the campaign. It, you know, it guides you through the story while you're leveling up at the same time. Nice open world design. Good gunplay. Interesting enemies. And it happened during COVID. She made it all feel just so close to home, didn't it? Oh yeah, I mean, you just now playing it, but like, yeah, it launched during COVID. You know, it's like I am living this game. I am a Division agent. And what's crazy is they've added so much to this game, and so all the stuff you're experiencing now was milked to us over many years, longer than it should have been, because of COVID. So COVID caused like major delays to content, and then all the industry was suffering, major loss of profits, and restructuring started to happen. Right, tough decisions were having to be made, and you know, think about that. That's crazy, right? And so things like Countdown, I mean, there was like a 2-year gap before we got Countdown, where we weren't getting shit. I mean, literally, we weren't getting anything. They put season 1 on repeat. Or year 1 on repeat, I mean. So we got 4 seasons, and then they stopped giving us seasons. That tells you their development cycle, by the way. The fact that they had 4 seasons built out before COVID hit. Anyways. They put those, so we got 4 seasons, and you know, COVID hit, they were suffering, so they put that on repeat, the same 4 seasons. And those were dark times, brother, dark times. Like, well, that's a video game. Yeah. But we were all really liking the game, so, you know, it was like, the only thing that was driving it at that point was hope. And then came the wonky decisions. I think it all started with the summit. Summit might have been before, but the thing about it is they've kept trying to deliver underground without delivering underground. Because that's what everybody keeps asking for. And the funny question is, why don't you just deliver underground? You know? Just give the people what they want. And make them pay for it. Why not? Cool, we'll give you underground as a DLC and you can pay for it. Why not? People would do it. I love They'll be like, I love that. I'm going to. We're used to paying for DLCs. It's not a big deal. We don't expect it to be free. It's great if it is. Anyways, so they gave us a summit, which has some elements, right? Like, of a survival game, but it didn't. God, he just healed through that shit. The hell? What was that from? That guy? A mile away? This is where you'd want a different gun, because there's no on kill with these dudes. So like switching over to capacitor actually makes more sense. Good job. Yeah, and the summit's got potential. It does. I mean, I feel like it only needs a few easy tweaks. I mean, they could keep it the same way. I was just saying this the other night, and just give us better XP in there. Turn it into an XP farm. That would, I mean, it was an XP farm for many years. It was the XP farm in the game. And then they nerfed it so bad, nobody goes there anymore. Actually, the exotic isn't even worth it anymore. Like, fuck it. I'll just do countdown. But yeah, I mean, those are the things. It's just like, I don't know why they don't see that, you know? How it's just like, man, just everybody's looking for XP. We're all over here farming XP, and instead of giving a seasonal character, just make a couple of tweaks to that, turn it into an XP farm, and give us some really good loot, and then drop that DLC, make it hot, right? That DLC could buy us alone 2 years. What gloves are those? What gloves were those that we just picked up? Or was those? Oh, it was these. Maybe somebody will want it. I don't know. Well, nobody will want it. Let's crush it. Oh, look, mechanical. We'll just take a walk here. Walk on the wild side. Doop de doop 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 de doop de doop doop de doop 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 de doop de doop. Wow 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 wow. Like, I'm not sure I pronounced that guy's name right, but, you know, I follow Twitter every single, like, I check Twitter like 20 times a day waiting for the devs to say something. You know what I mean? I'm not kidding. I mean, I'm on Twitter all the time anyways for video game news and all the other games too. But, like, so I checked Twitter like 20 times a day, no joke. And, you know, that PAL guy, I'm not sure if I say his name right, but maybe it's Pache, maybe it's Paul, I don't know. But P-A-L-E. And I think he's mostly a cosmetics guy. I think he's the guy that does the skins for the weapons. But he is a developer. Anyways, he made a kind of this informal statement saying, like, hey, I'm not supposed to be saying this, but I just want you guys to know that your frustrations are my frustrations too, because I'm also a gamer, and we are working on things, but I can't, you know, that's all I can really say, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for even saying that much, basically is what he said. And I mean, the situation is so pathetic that people are hyped about that. You know, it's sad, right? It's sad. And it's sort of like he didn't really say any, I mean, yeah, of course you guys are working on things. I mean, he didn't give us any specifics on anything. There's no dates, there's no nothing, right? Just I want to let you guys know that we're working on things. You know, it's just like, yeah, well, of course. You know. And he's unofficial, right? So, but yeah, but somebody's taking initiative. It's actually more of a bad sign than anything. It's like this poor guy's got to risk his fucking job because the devs just won't put out a statement. You know? Anyways, the part that's sad is that everybody gets really hyped about that. It's just like he didn't say anything, and it's like, yeah, I mean, the worst for me, it's just like, well, yeah, we know you guys are working on things. That's not the problem. Right? We needed to work on it fucking faster. We were going weeks of these situations, you know? Give us hard dates, and we need it to be official. Like, just, oh, not hard dates, really, because obviously they can't. They don't know, you know? But, like, why does Mark Cuban, oh, sorry, not Cuban, Mark Rubin operate by a different set of rules? He's also Ubisoft. So he says, I mean, on Twitter, that basically Snowdrop sucks, but they're making the best out of it, you know? And so why can he say that? How can he say that? He's Ubisoft too, you know? It's weird, right? So, either way. Yeah, so somebody's dictating that. But the point is like, I guess it's just sad that that's what we're so thirsty for information that was our ray of hope. You know, it's like, and we didn't learn anything from it, right? Like, it's just like, we're working on things. We're like, well, we know that. I mean, you're the dedicated Division 2 developer team. What else are you fucking doing? Not working on things? And we know that's not the case because, I mean, there's a DLC planned and you're working on seasonal characters and, you know, so you're obviously working on things. It's just, you know, it's just not news at all. It doesn't make me feel any better. I don't know. But that's me, you know, totally me. So not judging anybody else. You know, what do you guys think? I mean, some people say, well, you know, any news is better than nothing. But it didn't come from it didn't come from them, really, you know? And it wasn't news. It wasn't news. I mean, imagine getting a PSA from the devs that said, we're working on things. And that's it. That's it. No more, no other words. Thank you. Goodbye. You know? It's just like, well, we fucking knew that. You know? That's not the point. Right? We knew you were working on things. But we want to know specifics. What are you working on? When? How? Why don't we have it yet? You know, if you don't have a date, tell us why you don't have a date. Help us understand. You know, we're not idiots. Well, maybe a little bit. Speak for yourself, Tux. Yeah, the DLC is very, very small, tiny DLC. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Brooklyn seems kind of small. I mean, the problem is, it's like the other thing is like, I mean, at this stage, what do you call it? So if they came out with a statement on, I mean, that just says something. That says how bad it is when one of their own devs has to, who's not even like a, I mean, he's way out of place, right? He's way out of place. It has to, how do you say, fill the shoes, you know? What's the word? You know, overstepped his bounds like big time, you know, not just because of policy on when things are supposed to be announced when they got the go-ahead, but it's not even his area, really. I mean, he works on the weapons. I don't know what else he works on. Maybe he does work on some official coding, whatever. But my point is, this is like, that's got to be bad when somebody feels so inclined, right? But my point is this, so like, it's not at this stage. We've gone so long. We're so many weeks beyond 21.1. 2? 1? 2? I don't know. It feels like forever. But yeah, I think Tuesday, if we get a patch on Tuesday, it'll be 2, right? Yeah. That's bad, man. To not release an emergency patch on something like a sound bug, you know? And just a sound bug. And maybe the control point resets, you know? I mean, are you saying they can't get a handle on their audio files? Maybe not. Either way, my point is like what I'm trying to get to, if I ever get there. Is like if they gave us an announcement on Monday saying, hey guys, we want to let you know that Tuesday, tomorrow, we're gonna be giving you a patch and it's gonna fix this audio issue and we're gonna fix the control point issue and maybe you'll have some XP back for your clans. But like, yeah, 2 weeks too late, bro. Like, because we're already beyond the damage, right? The damage wasn't the bugs at all, you know? The damage was the silence. And we've seen that they can have the capabilities to fix something if they want to. Like the crafting bench bug.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
And if you don't want us to have that impression, in my opinion, then don't do shit like that, you know? Don't emergency patch shit like that and then not emergency patch real issues. Like the XP bug we had going at the same time. And that just irritated me. But at this stage, it's just like, yeah. If they put out news, a news post or PSA or whatever, I mean, I'm not going to take it as, oh, this is great news, guys. I'm not. I'm just going to be like, because if we're just like, great, awesome, let's move on. Nah. Nothing has changed. Yeah, they fixed the bugs, but we still got the inherent issue that leaves us in the dark, you know? That thing, that's a problem. It's a big problem. To be spending money on a game and spending time on a game, because you can still spend money, right? I mean, we don't have a glitch in the apparel that you can purchase, right? That's unglitchy. I mean, yeah, obviously they don't have a choice on where the bugs hit, but my point is people are paying for this, to respect the people that are buying things at the very least, right? Do yourself a favor, you know? Just be transparent. And it's just like, so if we just, this is the part, I mean, I don't know what to do myself, but like, if we just take this patch and move on with our lives and say, awesome, the game's working again. It's just like, yeah, still don't feel good about it. You know? How do we demonstrate that to the devs? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, even their own developer acknowledges it's basically what that's the worst part about what he did. If I was from their eyes, it's like, shit, our own guy just admitted to the world that our communication sucks. You know, that's basically what this PAL guy did, right? This is probably what's going to give him a slap on the wrist. He basically said, yeah, you know, the developers suck. I'm on a developer too. I just want you to know we're working on things because they're obviously not fucking telling you. And I'm a gamer too. I'd be pissed too. And he said that, right? He said, like, what frustrates you frustrates me too because I'm also a gamer, you know? And so it's cool. I'm glad he did, you know? I'm glad he did, but I'm not excited about it because I didn't learn anything. GGVL. Like, one of the things is, like, if you put it in, frame it like this, we're we're a month into the season and we haven't had a stable season yet. One way to look at it. You know? And it's a 4-month season. And you know why it's 4 months? So that they can deliver stable releases. I know it's wishful thinking, but like, I guess my point is like, I don't want them to fix the game. I want them to fix the communication. That's because we got a long road ahead of us, man. You know, we got a DLC. We got seasons 2.0. How's that gonna go? How's that gonna go? A new cosmetic system. Some sort. War games. Yeah, Gory, I've thought about that, you know, but it's already happening and they don't care. I mean, look at my stream. We got 80 people here, you know. This is 125 people stream. Easy, you know. You have no idea how many people aren't playing the Division 2 right now. It's a ton. Appreciate your tip, by the way. It's a ton. It's a ton of people. I mean, if you just go through some of my videos recently where we're discussing the thing of the devs and read how many people say I'm not playing, I uninstalled, it's a lot. And I'm not talking about, oh, well, they'll be back. Who cares at this stage? They are. That's when in my video, when I said people are boycotting this game, that's what I meant. They have uninstalled it. They said they're not going to play. I don't care for how long. They're doing it. And the devs don't give a shit. You know? They're not even listening. They're not even listening. Yeah. So, you know, so my feeling is, well, if you enjoy the game, it's the only game you're enjoying right now. I mean, that's you're punishing yourself and not the devs. That kind of sucks, you know? It's kind of like Dumb and Dumber when the gas man enters their apartment and he goes, let's trash this place to give him a message. And his partner, the lady, goes, I don't think they're going to get that message. They have a fucking worm farm in their living room. That's basically the devs. They have a fucking worm farm in their living room. They don't give a shit if we stop playing or not, you know?
Supply room access unlocked.
It's tough to log into a game when it's, you know, there's a lot of, there's more to this, right? It's not just the devs communication thing. It's not just the bugs. No, I don't think they're quite quitting, you know. Well, I mean, nothing would surprise me though. But I haven't gone that far. No. I mean, they got a DLC. I mean, they got to make money back from that, you know. But they don't have to. I mean, they abandoned Heartland, and that was millions flushed down the drain, right? Millions. Tens of millions, probably. Fuck, I don't know. That was technically quiet quitting too, right? Because it was delay. We even got a message saying that, hey, we're working on things. We don't want you guys to think we quit. And then literally within weeks they put out that, or there was the announcement that they dropped the game. And I was like, fuck, they just put out that tweet saying that the game is not dead, you know? It's like, wow. I'm sure there was a disconnect there, but so the issue that we're facing now, okay, it's what we have here. This is like just breaking it down. The feelings for me is that it's a, what do you say? Like, what is it called? When things all, like a perfect storm. That's probably the best word, okay? Because like I said in my video, like this is not even about the seasonal characters. Like, that's the least of my worries right now. Like, it's so least of my worries. Like, I don't even care right now about the seasonal characters. I'm not even thinking about it. You know? It's like, what I'm thinking about is the fact that they gave us a shitty season. You know? What I'm thinking about is the 3 shitty exotics that they gave us. I'm thinking about the breaking point delivered the way it was. You know what I mean? All of these things were fixable. You know, they were easy problems. And now, I mean, we're paying. We're all suffering, you know? The content creators are suffering. It's not a good thing when our player base decides they don't want to play the game. That means they're not going to be watching our videos, coming to our streams, right? So everybody suffers. But yeah, so they extend the season. So we got this pinnacle of things. So some of this stuff started a long time ago. So they extend the season so they can give us good patches, updates, and that never realizes. So we continue to get these shitty things that seem to just be getting worse. Makes it literally hard to log in. I mean, like, I got a mule I got to finish to level 40, and I'm not getting around to that. Like, you know. But all these things were fixable. They were all, but anyways, so the long season was part of it, and then it continues to get, and then they do Project Resolve, and then that was, we could be playing the DLC right now if it wasn't for Project Resolve. So, and I'm just going by their words, which was obviously a bunch of BS. But like, we could be playing the DLC. We could be in New York right now. We could be in Brooklyn. But Project Resolve was more important. And it did nothing. And it did nothing. In my opinion, I mean, in my experiences, it's worse now after Project Resolve. But, and then, so there's that. So those are the things that started this. And then they gave us the shittiest season after canceling our season preview, which I'm not even gonna open that can of worms right now. That goes down communication shit, right? So, but they gave us this really bad season, and then it's like we're supposed to hang tough in silence on a broken game with the shittiest gear that's gonna last 4 fucking months. It's gonna be the longest 4 months of your Division life, bro. I mean, you know what it feels like to me? This feels like those dark days back in 2021. That's what the season feels like to me. It's just like 4 months of broken games, silence, and shitty gear. Except back then we weren't getting as shitty of gear. You know, we got the memento, we were getting, you know what I mean? And so it's just like, and that was preventable, you know? Like the gear could have been good. And I know I'm putting an emphasis on the gear, but it wouldn't, my point is like this season wouldn't feel as long, so to speak, if the gear was in a better place, if the exotics were in a better place. Yeah, the Ubi show, yeah.
Hostile broadcast.
And yeah, maybe that was a resource thing. But yeah, you know, it's not about giving them excuses, right? It's just like they could have done the whole 1 hour of FaceTime with us the day after. Why not the day after? Hey, we're doing it the day after launch. I mean, everybody else does that. Day of launch sometimes, right? Like, I mean, the first Descendant devs, okay? The first Descendant devs went live on YouTube and was doing Q&A with the open community yesterday. The open community Q&A. That's crazy, right? I mean, we're saying that Nexon's got more resources than the Ubisoft studios? Whoa, you know? Yeah, and so I love this game, and I just, you know, I say all this is, you know, I know I realize this, I'm whining right now, but like it's just like those are my real feelings, man. Like I feel like this is 2021. This season is, you know, and then the seasonal characters. What that does is just gets more people to quit, right? Those people that were just on the edge of shit just gets more people to quit. Not me though, you know, but you know the seasonal characters isn't. You know, I don't like the idea. I don't like what I'm reading, but I like to get hands-on, you know. Like if I were to looked at First Descendant without trying it, I would have said it was a bad game and I didn't like it. And I do not think that at all. I think it's a great game. And so I like to get my hands, you know, I've learned enough time in life that personal experience super helpful in coming to that conclusion. So, you know, those seasons could come out really cool, you know, and I'm not being optimistic. I'm just saying it's possible, you know, it's possible. Like I said, and like you guys probably know me by now. I like leaving the possibilities open. I'm not gonna shut the door to possibilities. Like I'm not gonna quit the game and then seasonal characters come out to be the coolest thing ever invented in the Division 2. That is absolutely possible, you know. Now, if you know you hate seasonal characters, then you know something I don't, you know, or it's just a personal choice, you know. It's maybe that's the difference between you and me. But like, you know, and it's just like First Descendant. Like some people who've never played looter shooters before, yeah, they're gonna complain about the grind, you know. But the grind for me, as I'm playing, I'm like, oh, this is not a grind at all. You know, like. Well, you guys remember how bad the grind was before with the Division 2? When you were looking for a piece of gear, like before you had like, I mean, before the optimization station, before countdown, man, it was tough to find gear, man. You would have to grind the same area for hours and it would never happen. You know? And crafting wasn't as much of a solution because you couldn't optimize. There was no optimization bench. I mean, we really had to grind. And even now, you know, the Division 2 is a grind. It just doesn't look like it on the surface. So, you know, so my point is, it's like some elements of a game may not be for you. That's my point, really. It's like you might not love seasonal characters. It may be done really well, but you still might hate it, you know? And so that's why I'm gonna keep an open mind and give it an honest review. And I can, I tend to be able to find the positive even in some of our shitty game modes, right? Like a lot of you probably really like Countdown. I don't really like Countdown, you know? But it's good for exotics and it's good for gear, no doubt. I mean, I didn't find that, but it is. And, you know, I'm not a fan of the summit, but I like going in there for the challenges, you know? I like challenging myself to all 10 of those directives every now and again. Not all the time. But it has potential. You know? So I don't know, but you know, the truth is like, listen, guys, like I don't want to bitch forever about this. I'm tired of complaining about the fucking devs and their communication shit. If you get tired of hearing about it, I get tired of talking about it. But it is our current issue. You know what I mean? It's just like, it is nothing else. I mean, I'm not going to talk about the fucking Overlord shotgun. Or is that you prefer me to talk about that? That's what I'm saying, you know what I mean? I'm putting out builds, you know, we're doing stuff, but like, you know, it's tough to make builds from the Overlord shotgun and the Acosta knee pads. They're pieces of shit, so they're pulling I don't know what to say, cards from my deck, you know. And so it makes it really hard. The biggest topic in the Division 2 right now is the shitty stuff, you know? It's real talk. It's not made up. It's not fake drama. But you know? It's exhausting. It's exhausting. But will I feel better when the game is not glitching anymore? Yes. But but it doesn't mean we're not going to have issues anymore, right? Like the problem still exists. But yeah, I'll feel better. I mean, people are still commenting that they don't have sounds on the LMGs, and if that's a bug. You get what I'm saying? So not everybody is like following this on the daily, you know, or on the regular, whatever you want to say. So people chime in and be like, "Hey, I'm getting this bug on my LMG," and then we have to explain, "Yeah, it's a known issue. It's been going on for a couple of weeks. It's not just LMGs." For some people, I wonder if it is just LMGs, though. By the way. So for me, I just, at this stage, like, you guys have heard me out, you know. I don't have anything new to say about the devs, really, but it's just like, we just need to get that patch and not move on, but just change the subject. You know what I mean? And for me, I need that patch to change the subject, you know. And then from there, it's just gonna be like, hey, yeah, here's the reality, guys. You know, we can keep it brief. These devs really suck with their communication. It is what it is, and you're just gonna have to know that. You know. A Scorpio with a full set of the zoo. I don't know. I don't think it needs it. I mean, you get a bigger mag, and then you get a lot of weapon handling. And I like weapon handling on almost everything, but one of the biggest perks of that variant, the 612, is that it's a pretty stable shotgun. Yeah, it's still got a kick. I get what you're saying. If I were, to truth be told, like if I were to run all that weapon handling on the 612, it's because I'm going to be going for a lot of headshots. Optimal range is its own thing. So, you know, shotguns need that, and weapon handling isn't going to improve that. It does give you a tighter spread, so it does a little bit indirectly, because the pellets are closer together, but which is going to help them go a little bit farther and actually land on their target. But yeah, I just don't. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, headshots. I would go for headshots more. You know. And then the problem with that though is you're not using your status effects. You know, so you're taking the benefit of the status effects away because you're going for the headshots. So everybody's gonna die so fast, in theory, that you got all these status effects that aren't gonna be used. Well, my point is they wouldn't last for the 7th shot, right? The 20% damage is only those that can take 7 shots. I see what you're saying, though. Roll into weapon handling and maybe you're saying roll into weapon handling and make up for it with the amplified damage from the 7th shot. So that allows you to afford more. I get the logic there. The problem is then you're also putting yourself into a lot more reloads. Because you don't have... What is the mag on that thing? 7 rounds? If you're able to chamber. Which is kind of the good part about that's sort of the best part about the Scorpio is that it's so easy to run. You can run it on any build. Like for example, I mean, it would give you an amazing reload time, but your reload time is already amazing. You know, as an example, you know, so you'd have like major diminished returns on that. Would it work? Yes. I mean, there's no doubt it would work. I think if an all-in Scorpio build, what I would be looking for is less reloads, so more kills out of my mag. Because even though it does have a quick reload, at the range you're playing, it's the frequency of reload that'll get you killed, not the speed of it. Because the speed is pretty fast. But to your point, you can miss shots with the shotgun. But that shotgun does hold them still for you. What do you guys think about the idea of... What do you guys think about the idea of, like, if you're a PvP game, be a PvP game. If you're a PvE game, be a PvE game. Like, do you think they pan out better that way? Now, the one advantage is for a PvP game is that you can have PvE, like a campaign to get people in the frame of mind. You know? And then just end the PvE. And don't extend it. What do you guys, what games do you think do both really well at the same time, if any? Because that's that whole thing. A lot of games, the end game is PvP. The Division 2 has never really achieved that well. I think that's what they were going for. I do. I actually think that's what they were going for. I just don't think they nailed it. Souls games have awesome PvP. Okay. Ooh, Warhound. Do I have ammo? Yes. Oh, classic. Wow. This is gonna be fun. Where are they gonna come out of, boys? Oh, there they are. Sniper somewhere, and it hurts. Yeah, there they are. The sniper's going for me. Stop it, sniper. Hold on, coming, Pips. Look at, they know I'm coming from too. Just happened to be circling this way, huh? Coincidence? Really? Fucking drones. No, X-Defy is only PvE. PvP, sorry. Fucking die, dude. Jesus. Yeah, but I feel like X-Defy is going to be my PvP game, man. I'm enjoying it. It's good. Did a good job, and I'm happy with their communication and their patches. And the season's looking good. I like the structure, too. I like the idea of these new factions. And I like that about First Defiant, too, the new character introduction. It's fun for the fantasy side. I mean, I did have my eye on Heartland. I was hoping that would be a PvP contender for me. And I do like the more military style PvP stuff too. You know, like Call of Duty and what Battlefield used to be back in the day. where X Defiance arena style. If you don't know, basically like paintball, right? Like it's staged. Good night, Cam. Yeah, but I get not everybody likes first-person shooters, but that's just how I think they did a good job. And the cost structure too, they did a really good job on. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing cheesy about the free-to-play, pay thing. You know what I mean? It's all really straightforward. You know, and it's an easy thing, and this dude nailed it, Mark, right? Player first, player experience first. It's just, you put that ahead of anything, and the money will come, you know? And I think he realizes that communication to the community, or participating in conversations with the community, is part of that player experience first, you know? So I feel like their free-to-play competition thing, there's not really any conversations about it, you know? Negative. It's just pretty straightforward. The conversation, the thing that people are interested in is like, will season 1 be engaging enough? Because it'll set the tone for future seasons. And they just introduced a couple more game modes. That was fast. You guys did that fast. Should we do Metro? Let's do that, but let's do this one first. Might as well do Metro. I never go down into Metro. I mean, if the division was so tight on resources, I think that's part of why, you know, like the Dark Zone, though, you know, I really wish they would just abandon it or stop trying to improve it. Just keep it on maintenance mode, at least, you know. Because if they don't have the resources to maintain the core of the game, I feel like maybe you should narrow down the scope. I'll get the key. But that's kind of what the DMZ is. You guys think that too? I mean, the DMZ is like a dark zone, right? Call of Duty DMZ. They could be friendly, they could be enemies. You can squad up. I can feel the humidity in this place. Man, it's hot up here in Portland. It's gonna be hot all weekend. Sorry about the air condition. I forgot to mention that in the background. We got like 100-degree weather basically all week. Close to it. Pips. That didn't turn out, huh? Is that right by that explosion? Poor guy. That's a big one, too. Oh! It's a little crunchy up here. Thanks all day. Yeah, totally, yeah. It's weird because they, oh, I gotta get out of here. Shit. Ooh. It's like they're required to do it, you know? It's like they're not allowed to give it up. It's like, it's almost like it's the identity of the Division 2, you know? So ingrained into the core concept that it was when it was written that they feel like if they lose the Dark Zone, they'll lose the identity of the game. But I think they could just reprogram it, right? Turn it into a PvP experience, which it is. It can. Just turn off the rogue function. Ta-da! It's never as easy as I make it sound. Just so you know. Just turn it off. Hit the button. There's a button. There's always a button. If you guys didn't know, there's always a button. Speaking of buttons, did anybody find a good build for their Acosta's knee pads? There's got to be one build out there, right? Three avocados. Oh my gosh, that is a good price. Oh, I'm jealous of your pho though. I mean, oh, I haven't had fun so long. I got a friend here who's got, he's Thai, and we got a lot of Thai Vietnamese, Cambodian population, and he opened up a Thai chicken wings restaurant. It's a brew pub, but the food is Thai chicken wings, like Thai Vietnamese style flavoring on their chicken wings. And it's damn good. Damn good. I let these guys do all the work. Outside. And they did a fabulous job. Fabulous boys. Pips, me and you are the Long Coat Brothers. Okay, I gotta go fetch that stuff outside, I guess. Is it this way? Which way did you guys go? Am I going the wrong way? I thought you guys went outside this way. Maybe it's the other way. Oh, turn around? Yeah, yeah. There it is. Did anybody use the knees Okosa's knees for like any of the league events? Did they help there? Oof. You guys get good Brazos drops. I've been getting like. No, granted, I don't need gear really, but I've been getting some awful drops. I mean, they all look like this. Just look at that. I mean, they're all Xenas, so it's part of it there. But you know what I mean? Just man, I don't get anything good. The stats are just always weird. Armor, skill damage on Headhunter. No, I don't. My expectations on drops are actually pretty realistic. I don't feel like I need to get god rolls or anything like that. But you know, I just crushed so much gear that it's like I'm just amazed that it's like, wow, today I played for 5 hours and I got not one thing that was just even nice to look at. The ACS shotgun's crazy in this game, huh? This game mode. You see that fire pattern that's coming out of it?
Friendly control point nearby.
But these drops are not helping in my unicorn farm. That's what I'm looking for, unicorns. Okay. All day. All right, well, I'm gonna call it a night, folks. Getting late over here. Probably finally cooling down too. Appreciate you all day, Pips. Dragon, thanks for helping out. Grumpy, appreciate you, bro. All you banditos out there, keep it tight. Hope you guys are staying cool wherever you are. West Coast is hot as hell. Yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow, and I'm not sure what time, like, you know, in the summer because of the heat, so you guys know, like, I try to do the mornings more, especially during the week. On the weekends, it's a little bit different, but because of the heat, you know, it's just really hot. And so, and then as the fall and the winter, you know, but I don't always hold to that just because sometimes my hours get all flip-flopped. Like last night, since I gamed till 5 in the morning. Holy shit. 5:30 in the morning, I was gaming till. It's crazy. Yeah, anyways, sorry for the yawn. It will be a busy weekend. I plan on putting out a lot of videos this coming week. Got some stuff to say about the First Descendant. Real talk. And then a couple of... I got to get some stuff out for the Division 2 also. What do we got going on? We got to make this, and then I got to finish this mule. I wonder if that's what I'm going to do tomorrow night. How many stars did we get today? I'm looking at my schedule. Ooh, we got 100. I mean, not today, but we got 100. That's healthy. Because we're going to pull these off too. I'm thinking about what build I got to put out next. What was the last one we did? Was it a SVD build? Well, that was for the event though, so it's kind of different. I gotta go back and look. I try to rotate the weapon so I don't do too many of the same weapon back to back, you know? Yeah, it was SVD build, which was more for the event than anything, but before that we did the Merciless, which was a rifle. So we did rifle, technically 2 rifles in a way, but sniper, rifle, and then before we did that, it was the M1A, so it was another rifle. And then we did the shotgun before, and before that we did the assault rifle. So I think we're on an SMG or LMG next. The problem with LMGs is that none of the new gear really shines for LMGs, you know? And I've thought about, you know, an Eagle Grasp LMGs, but, you know, the contractor's gloves are just really good for an LMG slot, right? I mean, LMGs need weapon handling. But I'd rather run 2 Petrov than get rid of the contractors, you know? Because that damage to armor is nice, and you get an LMG damage, and, you know, 15% mag size does mean a lot on an LMG. So maybe we just look at it from that perspective, you know? Maybe I run contractors plus the zoo and then figure out what to do from there and just try not to use strikers. You know what I mean, right? Yeah. That could be cool. Because I feel like we've done a good share of rifles so far. You know, we've done the M1A, we did the Diamondback review, and we did the Merciless. The 1886 has always been out there. So, okay. Yeah, LMG's next, and then SMGs, and then we'll see what after that. So LMG, SMG, and we'll see what's after that. Yeah, okay. That's the plan, folks. Catch you tomorrow.